I have been hunkering down and expressing myself through making soup. First, I started off with making a Mexican tortilla soup, which I had recently at my cousin's wedding in Mexico. Fortunately, my soup did not turn out as delectable as that soup, but it sparked a catalyst which made me want to make Mexican soup. So I started off with an onion base and got some garlic in there once the onion had a chance to saute. And a key ingredient is definitely jalapeno, giving it a little bit of a kick and some more flavor. I always have jalapeno in a lot of my Mexican foods, so this felt authentic to me, although I don't remember that Mexican soup that I still dream about being spicy, but why not? So next I added in some canned crushed tomatoes, passata tomatoes, and some kidney beans, white kidney beans to be exact, and then I also added in some soup stock. I think this was chicken broth, and then I actually poached the chicken in the broth, which for me was really a first. I'd never done that before. And then I added in some frozen corn. Oh, I really want to show you my corn there. I could edit this out, but it's looking like the Blair Witch Project. So that's what I added for this first soup, and then I blended everything together for about 25 minutes, and then I took out the chicken and shredded it up and then put it back in. I also added some cilantro. So I feel like this soup had a lot of the Mexican flavors, but I don't know, it just wasn't quite there. I feel like I need some more authentic spices. I put in some cayenne pepper, but I just don't know if that was enough. I also added some salt as well. And I think the key to this soup was really allowing enough time for the flavors to melt together. This is one of those ones that was even better the next day. Added in some more salt. I always try to keep it light on the salt because my fear is to oversalt something means to essentially ruin the dish and have it unusable, which I've done before a few times. So always go light with the salt and then add it later. And then I crushed up some tortilla chips and added those on top with some fresh jalapeno. Ooh, what will my next soup be? So this was 2 days later. Time was melting here because it was a few days before the new year. This soup also calls for an onion base. So I'm making cream of mushroom soup here. And the onions just help it get like a really nice silky texture. I then added in 5 cups of mushrooms. I used 2 different types of mushrooms. And then I added in some stock. This is kind of controversial for me, but I don't eat beef. But the recipe called for beef stock. And I was like, oh, really? Okay. So yes, I did use that. And I don't know, I kind of noticed a difference. So now I'm melting some butter and some garlic and flour here. And I'm making a roux. And I've added some milk. And then I've also added in salt and pepper. I've blended up my mushroom onion mix into my Vitamix. My good friend who has since given birth, but this was a few days before we went to the mall together to get a massage with our other friend. The massage was so good. Relaxed as fuck.
And also a lot of girls. Okay. That like want
Makes sense. If they can, great. If not, fine.
Sad. We have to do something for like the last.
It is New Year's Eve, and I just finished lunch. I had a really fun day with my friends, picked them up and we went for massages, and then we went for a really nice lunch, and then I just dropped them off. And it is such a beautiful day that I'm gonna grab my dog and go for a walk, I think, because it's just like perfect outside. It's like 10 degrees, but it's New Year's Eve, and I'm just gonna take it easy and do some manifesting and hang out with my family tonight. So I'm just in a really good mood. I think it's my massage. Oh wow, 50 seconds. Can you guess what I'm doing right now? I bet you can guess. I'm in the kitchen and I'm making soup. And I burned my pot a little. Okay, so we've got a Greek lemon chicken situation today. And I have been sauteing, forgot the word there for a second. I've been sauteing carrots, onion, and celery for about 12 minutes. Now I'm quickly adding some garlic for a minute, and then I'm going to add 2 bay leaves and the chicken stock, and I think the chicken as well. Let me go read the recipe real quick. I've never made this.
He's unhinged. He wants the car.